quickly go ahead to another breaking update. This is a statement that has now been released on part of the TMC MP Mahua Moitra, who she goes on to say that since the Ethics Committee deemed it fit to release her summons to the media, she thinks it is important that to release her letter to the committee before her hearing that takes place before the ethics panel. Yes, Aditi, what does she say?
Well, Amita, Mahua has released a statement, and in it, she urges to cross-examine Darshan Hiranandani. Let's go over to some main pointers. She said, first of all, that I had written to the committee on October 27 that my date after November 5 should be fixed as she has some scheduled Vijay Dashmi programs. Then later on, she says that I urge the ethics panel to allow her to cross-examine Darshan Hiranandani. Then he says that Hiranandani has given no documentary evidence to back his allegations in either his written complaint, and neither could be provide any evidence in his oral hearing. Therefore, she says that she also urges that I wish to place on record that I am requesting the committee to answer in writing and place on record their decision to either allow or disallow such cross-examination. Then further, she says one important point that there is also the question of whether the ethics committee is the appropriate forum to examine allegations of alleged criminality. I wish to respectfully remind you that parliamentary committees do not have criminal jurisdiction and have no mandate to investigate alleged criminality. So these are the main pointers highlighted by Mahua. She will be appearing tomorrow in front of the ethics panel.
Right. So two things that she is highlighting. One, she is saying there was a different approach in case of Mr. Bidhuri, and that she would like to cross-examine Darshan Hiranandani. Let's go across to Aishwarya for more on that. Aishwarya, as far as this letter is concerned, in point number 3, she says a very different approach was used for Mr. Bidhuri, who has a very serious complaint of hate speech. She's saying there's double standards which reeks of political motives.
Well, certainly, and Mahua Moitra also pointing out that what has happened in the case of Ramesh Bidhuri, and this is a different approach that the Ethics Committee is taking when it comes to Mahua Moitra, the TMC Member of Parliament, who is facing such serious charges which BJP MP Nishikant Dubey has levelled. Of course, one thing also which Times Now broke earlier is about Mahua Moitra asking for cross-examination with Darshan Hiranandani, and in point number 3, she specifically mentioned that I wish to place on record.
Just a bit, Aishwarya. I'm told that Shehzad Poonawala of the BJP is with us here on the broadcast. Shehzad, good morning. This is a big Times Now exclusive that we are talking about when it comes to Mahua Moitra's login details of an MP being shared, and that too at least 49 times from Dubai.
You know, I have not seen this report myself, but going by what you have put out, it is clear as daylight that Mahua Moitra had basically handed over her password and login to a foreign corporate entity with a vested interest. And it is almost like hire an MP. That means the person who is able to provide a quid pro quo and at the right price was able to access the parliamentary privilege given to a member of parliament to ask questions on behalf of the people. So this shows that there is an egregious offence that has been committed. In fact, Mahua Moitra, in the soft interviews that she has given, has acknowledged that her password and login was shared by her consciously. Now she may put whatever post-facto spin on it, but this in itself constitutes a grave breach, not just of parliamentary ethics and parliamentary propriety, but a larger question of parliamentary security and national security is at question, because can we really definitively say that these 49 times were only accessed by Hiranandani? How do we know that somebody else with even more worse vested interest was not accessing parliamentary login of Mahua Moitra?
Shehzad Poonawala, there's another set of charges coming in from Mahua Moitra. She says as far as Mr. Bidhuri is concerned, now in case of hate speech against him, since he's campaigning away in Rajasthan, no further date for hearing has been given. But in her case, it was said that the date will not be extended. She's also saying she wants to cross-examine Darshan Hiranandani. If that does not happen, the probe will be incomplete.
Swati, have you ever heard of terms being set by an accused? A person who is in the position of accused is now setting terms the committee should operate. This only shows that how brazen and arrogant some people can be. I think she should focus on stop giving interviews to television channels and place all her points before the ethics panel. And secondly, she used to set standards for others, that everybody should resign if there is a very grave charge against them. Why isn't she resigning till the time inquiry is pending? And why is her party not defending her? her party is saying no comments on her issue. Her party did 4 press conferences on Jyoti Priya Malik, but they did not do one single statement on her. Party does not buy her lousy arguments. I think it's time for her and her aide to tell her to step down till the time an inquiry is conducted.
All right. Shehzad, thanks very much for your point of view. However, the TMC MP has confirmed that tomorrow, that is the 2nd of November, she will be appearing before the ethics panel. Mr. Rajagopalan sir is also with us. Sir, good morning. In what position do you believe that TMC MP finds herself now in, that her login details have been accessed from Dubai? At least 49 times her account was accessed from Dubai.
It's a very grave, fraudulent approach, and it's unethical of parliamentary practice. You cannot log in from Dubai. You know, that means Dubai, someone was operating on her behalf. And there are 64 times, now 49 times you confirm. And that also indicates that Mahua Moitra, the Trinamool Congress MP, is now deserted. DMK is not supporting. Kanimozhi is a good friend, she is not supporting. Supriya Sule is a good friend of Mahua Moitra, she is not supporting. Congress MPs are not supporting. Now, Mahua Moitra has been isolated by the India Alliance and also by Trinamool Congress. Why Sonia Gandhi is not speaking on this? Why Rahul Gandhi is not speaking on this? So therefore, this issue of Adani, on which Mahua Moitra and Rahul Gandhi, both of them have been having a tirade for the last 3 years, are caught up in a crisis. Mahua Moitra now, Rahul Gandhi later. Because Rahul Gandhi also got some type of inputs from a third source. That is what is the case now. Madam Mahua Moitra should not have given all her details because she does not know what is coming in the email. What is that, suppose if you do a copy, how does Madam Mahua Moitra know that Hiranandani is typing certain questions? Because it is in her email, it's not a copy or CC or BCC. So therefore, it's a technical issue also. Now the confirmation 49 times is a grave charge, serious charge. My understanding is, without facing tomorrow the inquiry, better today she resigns from the parliament, from the issue, therefore put an end to it. Now, from Mahua Moitra, the story will shift to Mr. Rahul Gandhi because Rahul Gandhi is also attacked.
Right. But this letter is an indication.